Hello, I'm Chuyeon, and I'm also a disembodied voice for this part because I did not, I didn't have it in me to be like talking for hours straight while setting up a whole thing. Now with my neurons, I don't. So this is what we're getting today. I'm narrating over shit. But yeah, for this part, it's more like well, you're gonna see me set up as I talk about my experience using, like not all digital, but like a digital thing as my main thing for the first time ever for like a whole year. That was an experience as I set up fucking dude, this I at the time of recording this, it's like a day before New Year's. I time management is great with me. Also, if I sound not great, you are correct. I'm not doing great. I've been feeling not well. Let's put it that way. That's severe understatement, but that's what I'm going with. All right, so as we're watching me set up my build my Penly planner, because yes, I use Penly. It's actually really great. I've been enjoying it. But as a whole in general, using digital, you know what? I've liked it more than I thought I would. I opted to do this year because I don't have. It's for space reasons and like money reasons, right? Because I used to use Hobonichi stuff for as like where my timeline is and all that. But I use A5, and it's just the space required was not it. It's not the cheapest thing. Because I also color code, so that's like a bunch of inks I go through every single year. There's multiple colors. Like what was it, like 16 colors a year? And it's not like one refill lasts me a year. It's like maybe 2 months, 3 months, because I write a lot. So yeah, I went with digital to try and mitigate all that, and I actually kind of like it. Also, look at this kitty go, making my planner. Hey, there we go. Yes, I'm very slight clapping. So the colors I chose, this is, because this year the zodiac is the snake, and snake, if you're trash like me, is Ibara. So that I did, yeah, like the colors of the tabs. So the main color of the cover is like kind of his image color, and then the tabs, the blue is kind of like his eye color. So what I'm going to do here, yeah, there we go, is I'm going to put Ibara on the cover with like his signature, kind of like I did for last year. Last year I put Mika with his signature for no particular reason. It's just because Mika's my favorite character. But this year it's like, ooh, Snake, perfect, right? And that's why I put him on my passport team as well. Anyways, I did like this aspect of it though, where you could just literally pull pictures and just decorate your shit. That I like. It's really convenient because what I used to do when I was in my Hobonichi, the cousin, is I'm not like a huge deco guy. But if it's like a birthday or something, right? I wanna make it look nice, right? I have a bunch of stickers and shit too. Like I want to use shit. So what I would do is, because I have a Kodak step, right? That she uses zinc paper. I would print out pictures and like cut them. I have like a cutting mat and like the knives and everything, and I would put those into my Hobonichi. And it's like cute. It's fun to do, but constantly, because there's birthdays almost every day. And it's not like just for birthdays. It's like when something happens, I'll print shit out and cut shit out and then paste it up. It turned into a lot. And zinc paper is also not the cheapest. It was getting expensive to print as well, to decorate. So I was like, But on digital, you should just do this. You could resize shit. You know what I mean? With the new update in Penly, you could also like flip images and change transparency is great. But in addition to that, because I mentioned I color code a lot, it's a lot easier to color code digitally too. Because I don't know about other apps, but like specifically with Penly, each like medium. So because you can handwrite as in like the brush tool, and then like the text tool, and also the shapes tool. They each have their own like color palette of like 14 colors you can customize. They don't the color palette does not. No, I don't want to use the word sync, but it's not the same across each medium, right? So if you want to use the same colors for each of those things, you would have to kind of like go in and change it yourself, right? But it's a lot easier than buying all those refills every single time, multiple times a year. Oh, there's the old one. There's what I'm talking about, the Mika cover. That's what I mean. And then, yeah, last year I covered the downloads page with like a whole spread of like just that character, because I'm like pasting Mika because I thought I just wanted to keep Mika because I love him so much. That's gonna change, like spoiler alert, that's gonna change. But I really like how they came out though. That was really fun. But like also you see here that I'm able to have 2 planners just next to each other. That's like a new feature too that Penley had like late this year, which thank the lords that I don't have to go back and forth. Because like if you copy from one planner, you can paste to a different planner. That you can do that. But having it side by side and being able to see is just so much easier. Oh my god. You can do this within the same planner as well. So if you need to reference one page from one planner and then another section from that same planner, you can do. Oh, it's so good. But yes, here you can. Oh god, this overview didn't need it. Still don't need it this year. So I just what I did last year, you can see, is it's not specifically supposed to be for Zhongli's birthday. It just so happens that his birthday is on the last day. Who the hell is trying to contact me right now? I'm busy. Anyways. It's more like a turn of the year page. So the left side would be things that happened on the very last day, and then the right side is art for the new year. Now the new year art is all from like official accounts. There was like okay, now it's gone, but it's like there was like a Madoka one. I think there was like a Bleach one. The Dragon Mika art. Oh my god, that card. Never got him, by the way. I'm so mad. That banner better come back because I need that Dragon Mika card. But there was also, oh my god, what was it called again? I think it was called Kamisama no Uroko. It's a BL about a dragon god and an author, and the art is beautiful. Forgot who the artist is. I'm so sorry, but it's oh god, it's so emotional. Okay, no, I gotta stop. And then the Zhongli stuff is, well, one of them was the official birthday art from Hoyo, and then the rest is fan art that my friend had sent me. Not as in like my friend drew it, but then like she had like amassed this like collection of Zhongli fan art and just like sent it over to me. It's like, here, look at all this, and I was like, I'm gonna use that in my journal. Oh yeah, the signature. I just like talked right past it. That's my signature, and I was like, I really like that signature. I'm gonna keep that. But this page, I did a mistake there. I pasted the wrong thing. This is gonna be the cover, is what I call the cover, I believe. Yes. I used to do this in my Hobonichi as well. And like, that if you use a Hobonichi, right, the cousin, where like the first page of the month is just like this blank thing. I used to do something like this on there. Kind of like I would like washi tape the borders and then put in like, it's almost like a visual summary of the month. Like important events, well, I find important. So like the top memes, the top news, any like real major game events that I participated in, that kind of stuff. I would print that out and put it in there, but again, the printing got a little too much. But yeah, here I'm just reusing like the background for the covers. I think I'm gonna do that for all the yes, the locking. Oh my god, the locking. That was like a new feature in Penley like late this year. And oh my god, when I say this year, I mean like for me right now it's still 24. By the time this comes out, it's probably gonna be 25. But like when I say that, I mean late 2024. So, but oh thank god, you can lock shit so it won't move. Oh my god. But yeah, I'm just reusing the background design. I might probably do that for every single month because I like how all the months came out, and I don't want to rack my brain about how to design like a new. I'm not doing that, dude. If I'm happy with how it came out the first time, I'm just gonna keep using it. Why try to fix something that's not broken, right? But here, I was very confused because I think for January of 2024, I had only two character art of Hajime, but for most of the year, for most of the months, I had 4 because it's like 2 from the game and 2 from the anime. So I don't know what happened. I was probably being stupid, but I guess I'm just keeping it to this year as well. It doesn't really matter, but like, oh well, there's the symbol for his fan club. I believe the ones with the black outlines are the newer ones, I think. Well, anyway, I know that's coming up. Yep. The monthly review section, which usually, yes, it looks like this. It has all these like do I want to say prompts, these categories, these topics that you can write about looking back at the month, which usually I don't do. I don't like. It's something that I think is more prevalent in, do I want to say Western journals, planners in general. I don't see it in a lot of like Asian stationery, not often, but I usually don't like these type of things. But I was like, you know what? It's here. Rita made this for us, so why not, right? So I did use some of them. I would answer some of them, but not all of these applied to me. So those spaces would stay empty, which it didn't bother me the most. but I thought I wanted to utilize all that space. Like, why leave it blank when I could perhaps find other topics, other prompts that I can write about, right? So I thought I would come up with my own kind of categories, prompts, whatever you want to call it, topics to review, because I did like the act of reflecting back at the month, which is, again, something I usually don't do, which kind of sounds weird because I do, most of the stuff I do is journaling. I do write a lot, but I don't mean like looking back at the day, right? I mean, looking back at the whole month is something I usually don't do, right? Once it happens, I just kind of like move on and forget, which, like, you know, you could do. You could live life like that. You don't need to like look back. But I think for me, it is important to look back as someone who has a lot of issues and should probably be seeing how this whole thing of time has gone by, and like, how, did I improve? Like, what did I, you know, right? So I've covered everything. I thought I would, you know, come up with my own, was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 categories that would all apply to me so that there would be no blank spaces. Oh, right here I've made the text box the entire size of that gray header thing so that I could make the alignment center, and then the text would always be centered. I love doing this. Because like, otherwise, if the text box just is like fit to the text, I would have to eyeball the center of and I just don't. That, you know what, that's one thing I don't really like to do. Like, I know it's digital, so it's easier than like, but it's just centering and resizing things is a pro and a con. Like, it's great to be able to do it, but stressing out about sizing things correctly, because I'm such a perfectionist, has been stressful. Because if I'm an analog, right, I mean, you can't really resize, can you? You have to measure with a ruler and make sure everything's fine from the get-go. And at that point, I'm like, okay, I'm just either gonna white out, or I'm gonna have to force myself to be okay with it, which I've been trying to do lately. It's kind of working. I used to not even be okay with correcting, like, you know, like whiteout and stuff. That used to annoy me, but now I use that more, so I'm getting better. I'm getting there, but... But yeah, speaking of which, it's like the stuff I wanted to reflect on a monthly basis is, I said things I'm proud of, but I'm about to change that, aren't I? Yeah. But it's like a positive thing. I want to, because, you know, you gotta think about yourself positively sometimes, which I grew up not doing, and I've been trying to be not like how it was when I was little, right? So looking back and seeing, what did you actually do? What was a positive thing, right? Think happy thoughts. No, I get mad if I get told think happy thoughts. Like, what, now that you told me, I don't want to do it now. Fuck the happy thoughts. But I want to do, like, you know, accomplishments, but also what do I want to improve? And I said this in like the analog setup, I believe, but I don't. Oh yeah, you gotta lock that shit so it doesn't move. Always lock everything. But yeah, whenever I say what can I improve, I don't mean it in like a really negative kind of down, like a depressing way, as to put yourself down, right? I don't mean it like that. It's in a more positive way. It's like, God, how do I explain it? It's to look ahead and be like, okay, what can I do to make myself better? But this isn't like me trying to shit talk myself. We're trying not to do that. We're trying to do that less, right? That's why we have like happy thoughts, like accomplishments. But also, I also want to reflect on, okay, what didn't work, right? So that I know not to do that. And also, yeah, look at that. What worked? What did I do that actually, you know, positive stuff, yielded positive things that I should probably continue to do? See, like, it's this kind of stuff, what that made me kind of want to continue doing this year, because I never really sat down and thought and like reflected like this, which is probably why I wasn't improving as much as I would have liked, you know, with my inner issues, my personality and all that. But now that I have this, I can see where I am and where I want to be physically in front of my eyes. I can read it back to myself, and that helps me parse my thoughts better, if that makes sense. I work better when I can physically see my thoughts. If I just keep it all in my head, it's too crowded. and I can't parse through anything. And that's why I love journaling so much. That's why I like writing shit down. That's why we're doing this. Right, and this right side is gonna be, I don't think I kept it like this. It still stayed like a page for external stuff, right? External good, maybe like positive moments, highlights, but I think I changed it a little bit. I'm too lazy to check now though, because it's not in front of me right now. But basically the point is for me to think about, remember the positive things that happened to me, or just happen in general, like in my life, so that I stop focusing on all the bad shit. Like, I've been doing that for so long, and it's so bad, because I remember all the bad stuff so vividly and clearly anyway, right? Which is why also in general, I tend to, when I journal, I don't try to, journal about all the bad stuff. Especially like little moments here and there that I would rather forget. I'm not putting that in there. Like, I know I'm doing this because I log and stuff, because I forget a lot of things and I want to be able to remember everything. But in terms of that kind of negative stuff that, like, if I remember, I'm gonna go back into a really not happy place, you'd rather just not write about that. Right, I want to remember all the good stuff that happened, so that I stop thinking that life is meaningless and that I shouldn't be here. You know? Oh yeah, this is the birthday page where, yes, the beginning of 2024, I was still like handwriting stuff. So all this right now is handwritten, but then that's kind of early on. I forget which month I started. It might have been like March or something. Very early on, I started typing more. And I like the reason why I started typing more wasn't even because I wanted to. I mean, I do enjoy typing, like, a lot. I'll just randomly do typing tests on my own. But it's more because of the price of me having to buy. Oh, bitch, you chose the wrong lady. You should have locked that shit. Lock it right now. Lock it right now, bitch. There we go. But it's because, dude, I had to keep constantly, like, buying nibs for the first month or two. Because the what is it? Not the cover. The plastic, the screen protector, there you go, those are the words, for my tablet, which is, and I probably should have mentioned this in the beginning, but it is a Galaxy S8 Plus. It is goddamn huge. My hands are tiny, but the screen protector I have is similar to, like Paper-like for the iPad. It's not the same company, but I forget who, but it's that same type of matte feeling, which I do like. However, it has so much tooth, it is so teethy, that it eats through nibs like I eat through sushi at a buffet. Like, what the It was eating that shit up. It eats it up like I eat Valkyrie music. Like, what the why is it so much tooth? Now, unfortunately, I haven't changed the screen protector because it's not like it's broken. I was waiting for it to, like, go awry. I mean, not go awry, but, like, break or something, so I have an excuse to change it. But it has not yet. And it's a 2-pack, so I would still have another one to get through, which means I was like, ooh, I don't want to waste money by not using these screen protectors, because I do like how, like, not glary it makes the screen. So I was like, okay, I can't throw it away. I have to use these. But it's eating my nibs for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack. So what do? So I decided to just start typing everything, which is nice. It makes everything look neater, to be fair. Oh god, you can tell, I'm being exposed right now, the characters that I find most important, because this, okay, so these birthdays are all for characters and voice actors, are all the same. It's just that voice actors I would put on, like, the end of the list, just so I can differentiate. But it's obviously not like every single character in existence. It's just the characters that, not even all characters from series I like, it's the characters that I just care about, right? And I'm already noticing that I forgot to put Hajime Hinata from Dangan. I am so sorry, Hajime. I will remember to do that. I'm so sorry. Not one of my favorite protagonists. Dude, I love Dangan pro tags. You're so good. But yeah, on top of that, you probably already saw, there was, like, Haikyuu, Hitman Reborn, Bleach, Naruto, fucking there's Gaius from fucking Fire Emblem, Mr. Candy Guy over here. Fucking My Hero, Tanaka Rie, my queen. Oh god, she's so good. Oh, I see Hiro. Yes, my son, who's I have what is it, sticker of him on my desk. So I still forgot. I don't remember who did the art of that, but we love Hiro. My smart, dumb son. Look at me trying to like make sure the font is like the same. You know what I'm realizing I could have done? Just make the font bigger by changing the actual number of the font size and make sure it's the same. I'm so dumb. Why couldn't I think of that at the? I'm Asanuma. Oh my God, Asanuma. He turns 49 this year. This upcoming year. He does not look like he's almost 50. Holy shit, dude. That man. Oh my God. One of my favorite, what I call idol VAs, because he's in a number of. They're not all technically idol stuff, but I call anything that's very music centric, I just call it idol now. So that counts stuff like A3 and Hip Mic, which he is both in. Dude, I still get fucking whiplash when I hear like Samatoki and then like Leo. Holy shit. And then Itaru. He voices Itaru in A3. That's like in between. But yes, there's Saki. And also Akira. They're both from Eden of the East. They're so cute. But does anyone remember? Eden of the East was so interesting. I was like, I've never seen an anime use Portuguese words. This is so cool. But also, I love Sailor Moon and Shaman King. Oh God, Shaman King. But I had to differentiate. I had to indicate that this is Akira from Eden of the East, because there's a real life person with this same name. I don't remember if it's spelled the same, but he's also called Akira Takizawa, and he's also known as, if you know Vocaloid music, John Zeroness. He wrote Meteor, which is also a beautiful song, by the way. But in real life, Takizawa is the producer of Growth from Tsuki Pro, and he's, oh God, I love his style of music. He writes some good shit. But yeah, I had to end there. Do I keep it that way? I do keep it that way, don't I? No, make it smaller, bitch. I don't make it smaller. God damn it. Oh God, does anyone even remember Eden of the East? I remember people wanting the phone, that weird ass looking phone that doesn't look practical at all in terms of design, but it looks really weird and cool. Everyone wanted that phone. I wanted that phone. Okay. Oh my God. This is gonna turn into like a Oshi fest if I just keep going like this. So we're gonna skip to when I finish the birthday thing. Okay. Finally at the monthly calendar, which the original looks like that. It has these lines on the sidebar, which I don't need. I covered it with just a white shape like I do for most things that I want to cover up. I'm just copying over the thing. That's like similar to the thing I do for the any analog monthly calendars I have with the fan club name. And in the corner there, I have, that's what Tsukyuta's official Twitter account uses for their profile like icons. They change it every month according to the character, but it's definitely gonna be you're gonna be using new images since it's a new year. So I'm waiting until they change their profile picture to 2025's Hajime. So when that comes out, I'm going to be covering the word January in the corner there with that. But just copy over all the little images I used to indicate some of the character birthdays in the calendar. Not all the characters. This is like not even half, because that would be a little too chaotic. But don't pay attention to all the tabs that I have. Look at this. You could just go into you just look it up and just get it. I'm also not sure why I didn't use get out of here. Exactly. Why I didn't use one of these Chibi Hero things for 2024? Why didn't I do that? They existed. But I like using these cards, the images, PNGs, renders, whatever, to indicate, because it just looks so cute. Look at this. Oh, look at him. Oh, look at him. Oh, it's so cute. But yes, as I continue to decorate this shit, like, oh my God, dude, having a big monthly calendar like this was such a godsend. I could put like all the gaming events to keep track of that shit, because how often I get so upset because I forget that an event ends, especially because I play a lot of like Asian servers, so the fucking time difference, right? Got this goddamn Earth with its time zones. I'm like getting mad at the fact that this Earth is round. Like, The fucking time. I think events like end in the morning for me. So I would have to sometimes set alarms, right? At so early in the morning, I wake up half, or not even half, like 75% asleep, play the rest of the event, and then go back to sleep. I just, or it, even that's if I remember. Most of the time, I forget to do that, and then I miss the event, and I get really pissed off. So then having this, at least a reminder. So if I do forget, that really is on me, and I have no excuse. I can't be mad at anyone other than myself. But yeah, keep track of game events, banners, right? What is it? I used to keep track of like finances digitally on here early in the year. I stopped doing so. I think I've already talked about that while I was doing analog, but I moved over what is it? Tracking finances into analog because I don't know what it is. It's not because of Penly, because I think if anything, it makes it easier to keep track of finance because then you can like edit and move around stuff if things change, right? But it's just me. I think it's just my personality. I don't vibe with. I don't know. I just like writing that stuff down on paper. This is just me. But there's nothing wrong with doing that on this calendar in Penly. It just I didn't I felt uncomfortable, and that's all that was. So that I stopped doing. Oh my god, I really did like handwriting the little events on here. But I'm just moving around stuff because every year that means the dates change, and I completely forgot about that. And I was like, oh my god, wait a minute, the dates don't match up because the dates shift every year. Duh, that's how time works, idiot. Oh, there's Guy. God, I love Guy. Winter Troop and Autumn Troop are the best. Oh, there's Nukia. There we go. I remember her being my twin when I was in high school. God, Bleach was great. They did Chad dirty though. I'm just saying. Oh, also, I know before earlier I said I hate resizing shit. Resizing in this context is absolutely fun and fine because there's nothing to like. This is all free. Like there's nothing to. I don't have to match anything really. I just put things where I want them to and resize them as I wish. It's all just decorative. I'm talking about resizing as in like when I have to fit this thing within this box or whatever it is. I have to make everything line up and match up, and that kind of stresses me out. That's what I mean by that. But Kuro, I need the chibi. Yeah, go look for it. I don't know why I did this earlier in the year. I was dumb a year ago. I'm probably gonna 2026 comes around. I'm gonna say that right now is dumb, probably. But oh god, look at him! I love Kuro as well. He really reminded me of when Onstar first came out. He reminded me of Kanji Tatsumi from P3. Also the name Tatsumi. Oh my god, dude! When Alkaloid first debuted, I was like, Tatsumi like Kanji. But yeah, anyways, the calendar. So aside from, the gaming stuff, there's also, I mean, you'll probably see it whenever I zoom into the other one, but like the weather, the highs, lows, and then I'll use emojis to indicate the actual weather, right? There was also, and of course, everything's color coded, but any big news events that I find worthy to be in my calendar. There's also, oh yes, things that have shipped and delivered. I have separate colors for that. I track that. There's also some world, international, and national holidays. Mostly food. Because you know what I'll do? I will use those, oh my god, this is free, I believe they're free, overlays that you can get from Happy Downloads. Thank you, Rita. These are actually all very beautiful. Especially now that you can change the transparency in-app. But I was hoping to find something that I can use for January, and I could not, so I just used the one that already had been. This is actually one of the gold ones that were in that folder that you could get for free, but I had changed the color with this by bringing this into what's it called? How you pronounce that? Krita or Krita? Where the art app program, the painting thing. Changed the color, and that's how I got it to be purple. But yeah, there's the gaming. I use it to track the banners and any events, anything game related. I can see it's not as crowded because I don't really play Hoyo like that anymore. But yeah, what is it? Oh yeah, holidays. So I will use a lot of the food holidays to like dictate what I eat, as long as I like the food, right? Because it just makes everything easier when I like meal plan. No, actually no, I don't meal plan usually, but this has helped me to meal plan, which is good because then I have to think about like deciding what to eat is just, oh my god, my neurons. So that's been kind of fun actually. But also on top of that, I also put birthdays in here sometimes because like my birthday section was only for characters and like voice actors, but any birthdays I put in here are usually for people I know in real life, right? Or my OCs, because those aren't in the birthday like little tab, not tab. It was like the monthly, one of the monthly pages thing. What else is there? I think that's it that I track in the calendar, but it's a lot of stuff. So that is definitely staying because that is a lot of information. And if you saw my what is it, the calendar in the Passport TN, that shit is way too small. That is not fitting in there. This is gonna remain my main calendar for sure. So that's 100% something that's staying this year. Okay, but yes, next, yep, the mood tracker, which this is the first year I ever tracked my mood like that, and that's something I've always wanted to do. But for a lot of the year, I've been, using little highlights as like, with these dots, and each dot meant like a different emotion, and then towards the end of the year, same idea, just different layout, and I changed kind of the color coding and everything, which is fine, but I don't know, all the dots were doing something about my triple, so like, I was like, eh. So I'm going to use actual emojis this time, because that's like easier to tell immediately what emotion it was. I'm not going to be using those emojis as stickers, but just to show you, like, I'm going to be type in the emoji, and like talk about why I felt that way. But so that's staying in Penly, just in a different format. So it says mood tracker, but it's not like something I can immediately like check off. So, the sleep tracker I did enjoy using. There was nothing wrong with it in Penly, and I was using like stars to rate my sleep. It was really fun actually. But this is one of those times where I felt the friction of the resizing issue, where I hated having to constantly resize stuff to fit into the charts and the boxes. So sleep tracker, yes, I am moving into my Passport TN. It's going to be one of the tracker pages. And I mean, because that's something that I can track really quickly. It's just you write down what time it is, and I just draw a line across the hours I slept. It's not like mood tracker where I have to actually write down about why I felt the way I felt. Sleep is just, it is the numbers that they are, right? It comes with a little gratitude journal page, which I never used, but I started doing something like this year, where it's like a tiny thing of a positive thought. That is going to be going into, I am going to still do positive thoughts, but that's going to have its own thing, its own section, which is probably what I'm doing here. So like in the gratitude journal, those spaces, I'm going to be writing down like the positive thought. And I feel like in those I could probably write down more, like type more. So that's great. And also this is just, I also keep like a list of channels that I watch. Not because I need it, but I just think it's interesting to look back and see like who I, not prioritize, that feels kind of weird, but who I watched during that month and see how it's different. I don't use for reflective purposes. Again, I don't need to keep track of any of this. It's just interesting information to have about myself. But this left side, I'm prepping to be my Song of the Morning page. So that's something I used to write down on the, like, if you know Hobonichi Weeks, that right side notes section that's with every weekly layout. I used to write my morning thoughts and then the song that's stuck in my head in the morning. So this time I'm going to write that down. Well, I am going to be still writing it down in my Passport TN as part of like when I write stuff in the morning when I wake up. But I want to have like a list so I can see all at once like a history of the songs that were stuck in my head in the morning. Nothing too, complicated or anything. Literally just I just didn't feel like compiling a whole ass list just in like having a page for it in my Passport TN. I thought it'd just be easier to do it here. So, Oh, this, I didn't even use this one in the 2024, so I'm going to cover that. I have a whole lot for that. That's a whole other thing. But this 2-page spread should be, well, it's like cohesively a thing for things I've learned that month. So the left side's going to be words, and the right side's going to be Snapple facts. Well, not like literal from Snapple facts, but I just like using that phrase. So that would be for the most random bits of information I learned that month. That's it. I just like, also, again, it's a want. I want to be able to, I think it's interesting to see all the random stuff I found out that month that no one asked for. But the left side is going to be words, and that meaning it could be any language, but it's going to end up being a lot of Japanese words. I just know it, and then some Korean. Because, like, look, let me just put it this way. I grew up learning Japanese from someone who was raised in the 20s, born and raised in the 20s. So modern Japanese, this space age Japanese and Korean has like been escaping me for a long time, for a lot of my life. So I'm still learning like modern lingo. So I need to know. But oh yeah, that's monthly finances. I've already established. I'm what is it? Moving it into the passport, so absolutely no use for this. Not even a replacement for you, so X it goes. Alright, and now we're gonna go back to the link where the page where the links for the monthly pages are. So I can cover up and relabel the pages that I've repurposed, and also cover up the pages that I have absolutely no use for, the ones that I put X's on, just so I don't get confused. And this year I've also opted to type my titles, because I used to handwrite it for the whole of 2024, but I just thought this would be cleaner and more uniform. So there we go. That's that. And yeah, the weather I said I keep track of. That's how I keep track of the weather. I'm just copying over the text boxes so that I don't have to worry about sizing and shit. Oh yeah, so this was like, okay, so there's like the little dot highlights that I had in the 2024 calendars that I said was like indicating like family, personal shit, whatever. So that's that, but this time I'm using like a highlight bar that goes across the entire day, because I would use the size of the weather text box to dictate where to place those like the gaming little highlighting for the events and the banners. But because you can't see the edge of the text box unless it's selected, it was kind of hard to tell. There was like a lot of extra resizing I had to do to do, for that. So instead, I'm going to make the highlight the same size as the text box, so that visually there's like always something there to help me place those gaming event highlights. This is another one of those like annoying things about having to resize and shit that I didn't like. So this is just to make my life easier. Oh yeah, that. Yep, I gotta bring in the page with all the month colors and the what is it? The color coding that I use, and it looks kind of weird because I showed it in last year's digital setup thing, but I had made this whole code, this legend, in a completely different, bound style Penley journal planner thing. So it looks weird, but I was like, I'm not gonna make that again. I'm gonna just bring it in. I don't care what it looks like. It's fine. I do like that there's like extra custom pages. So the custom pages are just one-off singular pages that are blank. And I used a little bit, not a lot last year. Yeah, 2024. I don't see myself using it as much in 2025 because I'm going to be utilizing... Oh god, look at all those tabs that I had in 24 that I thought I would use and I didn't end up using. Any italics you see are the pages, or the tabs, the sections that I ended up just not using. Oh god, the gaming tab. I remember I made like a whole chart like of the schedules for the dungeons, and it's a nice thing to have, but I just ended up not needing it as much because I stopped playing the game. I stopped playing as much as time went on. But no, like, honestly, this gaming tab is one of my favorite things that I did in this 2024. Because each of these icons link to that game's, like, notes section. Like, oh my god, it's so good. Oh, I love hyperlinking and Penley. It's one of my favorite things about this app. But I'm still gonna do that. I'm still gonna do game journaling, but if you saw, right, it was like it looks like a chart. It was just with dates, like the what is it, the daily tasks, or oh my god, the achievements that I did, and then like gaming notes on the right side, and like it looks all organized and nice. It's fine. But for this coming year, I wanted to do like actual game journaling. Like it's not just a. It looks so clinical. It's just a running list of like tasks I did, and like I want to actually put my screenshots in there, right? Long form, actually journal about my emotions and how I felt about gaming that day. So that's something different I'm gonna do, because I used to. This is the tracker. Like you just saw the tracker. It was like I used highlights to indicate if I only logged in, if I played, and then if I played for an event. And it was nice. I liked it, but it's another one of those things where I hated having to resize, because I was like, oh my god, like trying to resize the little highlights into the boxes, because sometimes it wouldn't line up. It was just, oh god, it stressed me out. But yeah, the tracker definitely gonna be moving into the Passport TN. Journaling, I already said. Gaming notes gonna stay in Penly, but just a different form. And of course, my son Yuki, the ultimate gamer in all of Onsta. I actually don't know why I brought in. Why did I copy over all the month things? I'm not doing tracking in 2020. I definitely got rid of that later, but like I don't know why I initially did that. I'm dumb, okay? There we go. Now I'm doing a smart thing, copying over all the icons, which oh man, I know I'm not gonna be playing all that. Look at me getting rid of the ones I for sure know I'm not gonna play. At least for now. Yeah, this is how you hyperlink the shit. It's just I love the ability to hyperlink. It's just that you have to know the exact page number. But once you link it, it stays linked to that page. So, like, let's say you add more pages in between, or like before or after, it doesn't matter. It's gonna link to specifically that page. So it's, oh my god, it's so good. Yes, it's time to label our tabs. I love that this page that has like the custom page links also has like these nice little, why did my keyboard do that? This is like the bars are also links that go to the tab. Yeah, like that. Just in case, like, oh, I love that you can label it. I know when you what is it? When you build your planner, you have the option of labeling the tabs themselves. But I'm like, what if I want to change what I want to use the tab for? You know what I mean? So I never opt to do that. Oh yeah. Oh my god, yes. So one new thing I'm doing. I mean, new thing as in like a new use for the tabs. A new type of tab I'm doing is like a health tab, and I'm putting Chiaki here as main guy, because like he used to be really unhealthy. He used to be extremely like hospital bedridden. I don't know how he's doing now. He seems healthier now, but dude, oh my god, you poor kid. But yeah, for the health tab, this is where I wanted to do like a weekly summary of my health. I mean, I'm kind of gonna be doing that in my passwords TN. I don't know, maybe I'll mention it in the future or whatever. But this is more like of the journaling variety. I'm actually looking back at my health for the past week, and like paragraphs about it. So kind of like what I did in the vertical weeklies in the Hobonichi Cousin like 2 years ago. Yeah, it was like for 22 and 23. But like more, I can write more now because it's like unlimited space. Which also, that's a great thing I like about using something like Penly. It's just like you just keep adding pages if you want. You don't have to worry about like you can move pages around. You can add more pages. I mean, I know you can do that with like discs and rings, but you gotta buy more pages. You don't have to buy pages here. But yeah, it's just gonna be really simple. Like just like the week that I'm gonna be writing about, and then just go off. It's still gonna be color coded depending on what area of my health I'm talking about. I've already mentioned my color coding before, but yeah, just simple paragraphs of my health. Yeah, so for this, I did kind of copy in the little monthly, like little links that I used for the gaming section. Because for health, I do want to have, because it's going to be a lot. Every week is going to be a page, right? So the links would go to, I guess, the first page of that month. or I guess I could do it on the current week. Whatever I want to do. I can do whatever I want, but it's going to be organized. And then the next tab is going to, it's something I used already in 24, but that's quotes. Not really commonplace because it's only quotes, but like lyrics, things that people have said in videos that I watch, things like that. But you can say, oh, you can tell who I watch. Look at that. Oh my god. But the big paragraph, that's my favorite monologue from the Asta dub. Asta dub. Dude, do not talk to me about that dub. It was so good. Dog Doggies, it was voiced by David Wald. It was great. Okay, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to be changing this at all, the format of it, because it's just running, quotes that I find, whenever I find it. It doesn't even have to be in a specific order, it's just wherever it fits. I think the only thing that I'm going to do that's different is maybe not color-coded, or, no, I'm going to organize, I'm going to make links, depending on what media it's from. Yes. That's what I did. I like how I have to remember, and I'm too lazy to look at the tablet that's right next to me. But yes, because, I was color coding before, depending on if it was from a song or like a video, that kind of stuff. So here I'm just kind of copying, so I don't have to make a new highlight and resize and all that. But yes, links. So there's going to be a separate one for music, for videos, for manga. What else is there? Whatever. Quotes, where quotes come from. Alright, so this is at the point where I'd already changed the colors of the highlights to match the color coding I use for various media things. And I was about to handwrite it, but I had this genius idea because I have the font. Alright, just watch. Hear me out. Just watch this. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at that. I'm a genius. Look. I'm not. Look. Hear me out. If you know that language, that makes sense. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, music. Yup, that makes all the sense in the world. I'm not even gonna tell you what it is. If you don't know, we can't be friends, okay? And then I got another genius idea. This is for videos, so things I've watched, right? No particular reason. Also, again, just because I had the font. But don't worry, I'm gonna make that bigger if you can't see that. I love it. Again, if you don't know that language, we can't be friends, dude. Oh my god, I love it. It looks so cool. I love it so much. Unfortunately, I didn't have any more interesting, like, weeb trash fucking fonts, so the rest is just really normal. But it still is like, I love it. I love how that came out. Oh yeah, this is after, okay, so in the middle I had to do something in real life errand things, and those are the gloves I wore when I was outside. But yeah, so done with the quotes for now. I didn't decorate it at that time yet, because the next one I knew I wanted it to be like a media tab page, and it's gonna, oh god, I guess the cover page for it is gonna look similar. But yeah, the media tab is gonna be just a list of new things that I discover. So, new songs I find, new things that I watch, things like that. Like I was gonna say manga, but these days it's just all BL. New BL that I find and read, things like that. I was gonna have this section also be where I put my reviews of that media, but I thought no, because sometimes I'll review stuff that isn't new. So that, and then where it doesn't make sense to me. So what I'm gonna do is, I don't think I do it yet because that was a later thought, an afterthought. But this media tab is just gonna be, the list of new things that I've discovered, and I will be writing reviews on them if I so desire. But that'll be in a separate tab, a reviews tab, and then I will link to the page that the review is on, if I've written one. I'll make a little highlight circle thing and then hyperlink it to the page that the review of that line item is on. Whatever song, show, manga that was, But yes, I've decided to use Tooing to decorate the media page, because I always think of them when I think of songs and shit. And also I just love their visuals. They're so colorful and cute. I love them so much. Well, that's how it ended up being, because I really wanted to use their outfits from Turbulent Storm. They looked really cool there. But yeah, it was time to go finish decorating the health one. What other unhealthy characters? Cause fucking Senna. Yep, that's what ended up looking like. This wasn't final. I know I added some more stuff later on, but this was just at the time. That's what I kind of what I went with for the time being, because I wanted to go and do the quotes cover page, which yep, Valkyrie. Cause like some of my favorite quotes from Ansta songs come from Valkyrie songs. I was like, you know what? Yes, they're very good at lyrics and shit. They're good with their words. Also, they just look really, really pretty. What was it called? The Labyrinth fucking song, Alpha. Oh, that song is so good. Oh, Eternal Weaving. The Aka. Okay, so this is me having moved on to something I'm calling my wish list tab. Because prior I had, I think, single pages in the custom pages section. Oh my god, how many times am I going to say pages? But I had a separate, like, to do and, like, to things I want or whatever. Or sometimes I would have those lists in, like, the back, my 100 pages of, like, a Hobonichi Weeks. Or just a Hobonichi thing in general. I think they all have that, my 100 page. But watch this bullshit I'm doing to try and match up two different cards. It was like Subaru's card and Hokuto's card, I think. It's the same like art, but because it's of different characters, it's like focused on a different area of the art to focus on that character. So I had to take two of them and like merge them together to get one complete picture, because I wanted this to be obviously Trickstar. I'm gonna decorate it with all just Trickstar. See, my logic was, oh, wish list, wishing, star, Trickstar. Yes, this wish list tab thing is going to be like a master section for all the, and it's going to be indexed too for the different categories of things I want. So it's going to be the things I want, right? Material desires, and then things I want to eat, because I did also have like a foods I want to eat list in my Hobonichi Weeks in 24. I liked having that to remember what I want to eat, because I forget. Can you believe I forget what I want to eat? Dude, my stomach is so loud right now. Holy shit. I come on, I ate a cereal bar for you. I ate 100 calories. What's wrong with you? There was also the videos I want to make is also another thing I wrote down in my last Hobonichi Weeks, which I really liked, because, again, I'm going to forget what I want to do, despite the fact that I actually want to do it. It's my brain, right? And the new thing is going to be places I want to go. Not that there are many, but it's still nice to, like, remember that, too. And also things I want to do. That's also something I used to write down in, like, a My 100 thing. Things to do would be not even just I want to do, but it's usually I use that for really large things I should probably get done, but not sure when. But in my lifetime, that would be nice, kind of thing. Oh, the daily pages. I mean, there's nothing to set up, really, because I'm not even going to be using a timeline in this. I've moved that to my passport. So but I know, the left side is going to be all just text, full-on journaling, and then the right side is going to be for deco. Yeah, that's it. Ah, yes. See, this is where I was like, oh yeah, you know what? Mika, you had your time. You had your year. This is the year of the capitalist garden snake, okay? It's Ibara's time to shine, alright? We gotta deco with only him. Alright, I'm sorry, Mika, but you gotta go. Alright, I know this is gonna be a montage, so let's go do the thing. And that's what it looks like. I quite like it. Alright. Well, that's kind of... I know I didn't decorate the other ones as much, but I'm gonna go back to that at some point. I'm just, like, going through to see if I need to do anything else. The yearly stuff, I don't think I ever used in 24. I can't think of a use for it in 25, so that page is probably gonna remain, empty. Monthly calendar, I know it's looking a little, empty, but it's because I would have to look up all the holidays, the gaming event banner dates, and that's like another whole hour, and I'm not gonna make you sit through that. I don't want to sit through that. I did that at a later time. So, and then again, I said nothing to set up here, so that's kind of it. That's it. Look, if you made it through all the way here, there you go. Look, thank you so much. I can't believe I had to sit through that. I can't, let alone someone else watching me do a whole cut down. But dude, this shit took 2.5 hours total. Okay, so I greatly appreciate it. God, good year. Thank. Bye.